Welcome back to our Bluesy Water channel. I just want to do one more follow-up video on the Bach Flower Remedies and the Hoponopono and kind of tying them together. So why are the Bach Flower Remedies so helpful? Well, there's what's called the emotional body, the mental body, and then there's the physical body. So we have a lot of therapies where when the memory is attached to the physical body, it causes a lot of pain. But really, we want to look at the nature of memory and where it originates. That's a huge question. So no one's ever really going to be able to answer that fully. But one simple analogy would be similar to the internet. There's something called cyberspace, and then you have your hard drive that's kind of like your body, and then the information floating around in cyberspace, well, where does it exist? Well, it exists everywhere. So in consciousness, cyberspace, or our consciousness cyberspace, is reflected more in a kind of dream-like feeling. So that sense of dream quality of the mind would be essentially the equivalent of cyberspace. So how do you treat something in the dream world? Well, that's an intriguing question. Well, first of all, you have to kind of be with the dream to some degree, and then you have to actually change you might say, the scripting of the dream. Can you actually go into a dream and change your dream? Because when we're tortured, when we're really deeply affected, it is the dream nature of the subconscious that is hurting us. So the Bach Flower Remedies are an opportunity to go more into that dream state. Some people might call that, they name it, they call it the astral plane. But basically, you're trying to get closer to where this memory is replaying itself. And part of if we go follow this analogy of cyberspace, when you go into that dream space, now you can actually now walk through time, so to speak. Now you might be connected to an ancestor's memory that's reverberating, that's been kind of stored in that massive cloud of memory, so to speak. The cloud, that's interesting. Clouded memory. It creates a clouding effect on the mind. But essentially, once you're in that realm of the dream mind, you can start to use these Bach Flower Remedies to go after the dreamlike essence, so to speak, of the information. So for instance, let's say you know that your family history there's a lot of anger. Everybody's angry. Well, simply put, you could take the remedy Holly, which I have here somewhere. Here it is. And once again, sniff the remedy. Holly's about anger, envy, all the dark side, hatred, all that really nasty stuff people love. Great time to do it now with the whole new election. A lot of hate flowing around. It isn't just your ancestors, it's everyone. But the important thing right here, right now, is if you feel that hatred, whether it be your own or you're feeling it from others, you go into the dream state. You see what literally in your imagination shows up. Don't force it, and watch the movie of hate and use the remedy to purify and cleanse that movie. So you can do this again if you have a lot of torment personally. You can work on your own personal emotions. You can work on your ancestral lineage of emotions. If you're feeling pretty calm and you want to do some work on your friends, you could always literally focus on a person you know is suffering and basically see what shows up in your mind and pick the flower remedy that you think applies to what shows up in you. You're never really cleaning the other person. You're only cleaning up what pops into your dream world. And that's the beauty of Hoponopono. You help somebody else by cleaning what shows up in your space, in your cloud, your clouded consciousness, so to speak. So in that regard, when you're helping somebody else, it's a form of spiritual work to help others. At some level, you might say you're taking on someone else's stuff, but really, no, you're just allowing, if Creator decides to pop into you a piece of their suffering, it's now in your memory, something for you to clean and clean yourself. So you're helping yourself. Alrighty, so contemplate this information. It's very useful. Remember, memory has different parts. There's that dream level, the dream world. There's the thoughts. There's the energy that grabs the body. We want to work on all levels. And then we start to get some really amazing results. We get more peace. And we actually get more sane because we start to understand the depth of this process. And it's pretty challenging. Thank you. We wish you well. We'll see you next time.